mean, I love children. I don't have any more children. My babies are 20 years old, and I don't have any grandkids. I only have my nieces, so you guys will probably see them coming with me sometimes to church, so they visit. So I love children. Anytime I'm around children, I am a workaholic, so I'm very passionate about my job, and I feel like anything that I'm asked to do, I like to give service. So whenever I'm asked to do something, I'm passionate and I want to do it right, and I want to, kind of a perfectionist as well. I do I wear many hats in my job, but I'm an operations manager for a company that does workers' comp for translation and interpretation and transportation for all 50 states. But I do the IT, I do accounting, I train. We started when we were maybe 17 employees, and we're up to 78 now. So I've moved up in the ladder. I started there 7 years ago as a temp, and so I devote a lot of time into my job and just developing new staff and making sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. I came to know the Lord when I was probably about as a teenager. I was probably like 17 years old when I was in high school. When I grew up, I got a little bit of all different types of religions, but when I was 17 and I was in high school, I went to school with a girl who was Pentecostal, and she invited me to a church. After a very long time of inviting me, I finally accepted, and when I went there, I just felt something very different than I have felt any time other in my life, and I started assisting her church. I had so many different things that I saw when I was going there, that all the type of things that I would always hear about, I actually got to see it with my own eyes. So that I would say that was my first encounter with the Lord Jesus Christ. Well, I ended up in this church because of Pastor Mickey. My husband actually, I want to say back in maybe 2011, he used to work at F&M College, and a coworker of his invited him to this church on Prince Street in like Prince and Farnham, and I was like, they're playing a trick on you, because he said it was a Spanish church, and Chris is not Spanish, so I was like, I don't know, you go first. So he did go first, and then he came home and he was like, I went, and the pastor's Chilean, and there's other Spanish people there, and so I went with him the following Sunday, and we met Jenny and Mickey and all the kids, and all of our kids went, and we started assisting Vida Church. That was what it was called back then. And then they left to Chile for about 5 or 6 years, and then my husband saw that Mickey was back and was like, Mickey's back, and I was like, where are they? So we got in contact, and then they told us that they were coming here to EUC. Our life was a mess. It was crazy. COVID, everything that was happening in the world, plus my relationship, my kids, my husband, everything was just a mess. And I knew, something in my heart kept telling me, the only thing that's gonna fix this is gonna be God. So we were looking. We needed to find God again, because everything was just in shambles. So. Tremendously. Our life, even our kids have said that our home, there's no fighting like we used to fight a lot, and there was just commotion. Just commotion. I'm a yeller. It didn't feel peaceful at the house and all that, and just coming back to the Lord and just walking with the Lord every day just has helped calm us all down our whole life, drastically. And we're still work in progress, and we're still, walking and learning and everything, but especially when my kids tell us that they can see a difference, it validates that we are doing something, that the Lord is doing something with us. Both, anything outdoors. Anything outdoors. As long as we don't have to be indoors. I always say, like, if I have to go somewhere to be indoors, I just stay home. If I'm gonna go be stuck in a hotel or inside of something, I'll just stay home. Salty, definitely salty.
I agree.
Oh man. Well, food is another passion of mine. I love seafood. I love fish, and salmon is probably one of my top favorites. So if I had to pick something to eat forever, it will probably be seafood or fish.